Okay.
So at the moment I'm building out.
I got an ad. Give me a sec.
Oh, sorry.
Giving you some money.
Oof. Making those big dollar reduce.
How much do you make for an ad watch?
Probably like next to nothing. I assume it's on a
Yeah,
CPM
like it's
basis, which is
point
like
one
a
cent.
yeah. So it's like it's calculated in per thousand watches, right?
Okay, cool. I'm watching out.
Cool. So this is the map I'm using for Lost Mines of Delver, like the Wave of Echo Cave. Um, and you can see the tokens I've got over here for these characters, right?
Yep,
Probably like
yep.
a bit of a delay, but so I can select one to see from its point of that character's point of view, and can walk them around like you can in Roll20. But I've set up these walls specifically as doors, and so the
Ooh,
player can click to open the door, and they'll see inside.
ooh. That's pretty awesome.
Um, and then I can like lock door as the GM. I can lock doors as well, so they can't open them, and then tell them like, "Hey, do a check or whatever." Right?
How long does it take to set up these maps and stuff?
It's not too hard. Like I just in this one in particular, I just drop the map and then I go to like the wall tool, and I've drawn all these walls, and then some of
Okay,
them
that's all right.
I've created as walls, as doors. Um,
Oh, I see.
so it's just a matter of going like, there's a wall. Um, Similarly, you can create like little light sources I've done down here. So if a player comes into this sort of glowing area, they can see that there's a bunch of light over here, whereas everything else is obviously dark.
Very cool. Yeah, wow.
So similar to Roll20, right? I know you had the
Yeah, the interface looks the same or
you had
similar.
the Storm King's Thunder one,
Yeah,
and so that kind of loads a bunch of the characters in, and then you can kind of just grab if you wanted to grab like an extra wolf that attacks or whatever, you can kind of just throw it out there.
cool.
Yeah. So I've been playing around with this. Is sort of I think it runs a little bit smoother, and it has, like I said, the modules and stuff that lets you do crazy shit. Like I'll go to the other map I have, which is the docks.
I like the look of the interface a little bit more as well.
Yeah. Um, and so this is the docks, and I've had it that it's like raining here.
Oh yeah, I know this map.
Yeah, this is from 2 Minute Tabletop.
Yeah, yeah, they do good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I've created like a little rainy thing, and then theoretically I could make a ambient sound over here. That's like anyone that gets in this range will hear waves lapping or something, right? But only if they're within a certain amount, certain range.
That's pretty cool.
Um, so you could do that with a crackling fire, or as they get close to some kind of clue, uh, or a door, right? They could start hearing some sound if you really want to go crazy with it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
So this campaign I'm working at the moment, um, the players they went to this town, and people are weird shit happens. Some of them, a bunch of people in the town, try and sacrifice themselves to the sea, and then crazy fishmen show up and it's an attack and stuff. It's all very like Cthulhu, Dagon, kind of Eldritch horror stuff.
Yep, sounds fun.
And then when they finish this sort of town and hopefully save the town and some of the people, I expect that they'll steal this ship and kind of get the people out via the ship.
Mhm.
And then the next phase of the campaign, I want to create like a sea map, and then make it more like open world esque. Like, where do you want to go?
Yep,
Where do you want to sail to? Um, so yeah, that's the next on the list.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When are you running your next sesh?
So this game is every Monday, and then I've got another game that's every Tuesday or Wednesday. Um, it's like a different group, and then I'm running a game for like Timmy and Ryan um, and Dylan on Thursdays.
Cool.
So this is how I'm coping in lockdown, like getting my
Yeah,
social,
nice.
filling up my social bar by just like running D&D games.
Timmy, Ryan, and Dylan would be a fun game.
Yeah, and a couple of their mates. So like, I think Timmy's character is Paulie the parrot, and he's a parrot. Oh, he's an Aarakocra, but he was like the size of a parrot for a giant. So he was like a
Oh, that's
parrot for a
dope.
giant pirate. Yeah. Um,
That's hilarious.
and Dylan's character died in the first session or the second session. So he's now
Ouch.
created a new one.
Yeah, I did that to Aaron. Killed off
Yeah,
his character in the second session.
I think it sends a really good message early that's like this isn't just a
Yo,
video
guys,
game.
you need heals.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need heals. You can't just run off on your own.
and you can, yeah, plan your fights out. Tactics matter.
Mm.
I'm gonna be right back. I want a cigarette.
Yeah, no worries.
Won't be so long.
looks pretty spot on. That's a little bit off. Yeah, that looks good. So something like this. Ah, what's up, Eden? I gotta hydrate. I don't have anything to hydrate with. Oh god. Just gonna have to drink straight brandy now, I think. There we go. We got hydration now. Thank you for keeping me hydrated. Ooh, did I fail to save my changes? Oh no, it's over here. Oh no, I did fail to save my changes. God damn it. So I think I had this at 4. Its grid size was like 80. Is that close? No, it needs to be bigger. Alright, that looks pretty snazzy. 96. That seems pretty good. Commit. Oh, why is that not? There we go. That looks good. guess maybe it would be a vehicle. Oh, I know to put it in items, I think. Sailing ship. Probably needs its own stat block though, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Let's fire up some strongholds and followers. Interesting. Okay, so the map is going to assume a certain size because it's large. But we can make it one grid unit. Or, actually, to scale half. But it's still going to put it in the middle of all those. Okay. Can we... Can a boat have health? Surely. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Vision. Because I want them to be able to, or have to, explore around the islands. Maybe we consider it medium, right? A boat, and then 1:1 scale ratio 1. Set token. So then their boat is cruising around. And it's more sort of like a world map kind of thing, I think. Has vision, yeah. And we're going to give it 10 and 5. So that's kind of cool. Maybe that's too big. Oh no, that makes sense. I would love to do or make. I'm not very good at map making. Eden, you're artistic. You can draw, right? I would love like a map. I was thinking like instead of the based off the Caribbean, like most pirate stuff is like how cool a map with sort of maybe one or two kind of larger land masses that would represent like fantasy Australia, fantasy New Zealand, and like fantasy Indonesia, Papua, and then like a bunch of the small islands around the oceanic region. For oceanic map. Because there's a lot of cool little islands in here. And I just haven't seen anything like that in typical kind of maps. Does mean I have to like build it myself either in Hexographer or in Incarnate, I guess. And you wouldn't put it in the same positions because this doesn't. Maybe you would. You just have like the. Maybe just have like the east coast of Australia, and then a bunch of like cool islands up here.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Suplex.
How you doing?
Good.
RTX void, input device, RTX void. Alright, so is this what, so you can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, magic, okay. How are you, man?
Yeah, not too bad. Just working on I want to create. So I've got two separate groups apart from you guys in the in your world. And look, eventually everything might exist in the same world, but I'm actually considering putting these two other groups in the same world, just to make it easier.
Okay.
In terms of like, I just build one world and seed it with things, and then they just exist, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's not a very good token. And I was just saying, sort of on stream, like, I'm thinking like others just stealing this map that I found online. It's a very cool map.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Let's get you open.
There's another one as well. Because both groups are one's just finished like the Ashen Port adventure, or is finishing up the Ashen Port adventure. Where I ran you guys through like a similar kind of one-shot version of that. And they're coming to sort of the end of that. One of the characters is a pirate or like a former captain. They're probably going to have a bit of money, saved a few people and stuff. And I think it'd be perfect to do a, they get a pirate ship, and then they have to, they can either just go out and adventure it up, or maybe they, politically wheel and deal their way through the world.
Yeah.
The other option, and for the other group, similar kind of thing. I'm running them through the Lost Mines of Phandelver, just because most of them had never played before, so it's like, oh, here's a beginner thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe this becomes like, they get seed money. They're kind of interested in doing like a sea campaign as well. And so if I could just create one world where it's the sea, and they're both kind of low level, while they probably won't run into each other, they may hear about each other's exploits. If I can keep it all together that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking as well, like, this map is really cool. I was looking at other sort of maps that just other people have done. I'd also love, like...
Oh, that's cool.
A map based off Oceania.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, have... where's the Oceanic map? Something like this, with all its craziness. So you've got like a main body of land. Maybe you don't see all of Australia, but you just see like the east coast, right? And then Papua New Guinea, and then like all your islands, like New Zealand, Solomon Islands. You got to have Tonga time in there somewhere. Tahiti.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And something like that. So it's just like lots of little islands, similar to how this map actually is, with like one big landmass, a couple of small, longish ones that probably have like bigger cities, and then like a bunch of coastal or Pacific Island style civilizations.
Hells yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I drew a map for mine.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to turn that into a thing, but yeah, I can't remember where I drew it. I think I must have been at work. Let's not tell anybody about that. But I drew it and colored it in. Right, did I color it in? There's some shading and stuff. But it's at the front of the book that I did all of the documenty stuff in for us.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, but I named it all like it was called like some of it was based off of MapleStory names, some of it's like names from World of Warcraft.
Yeah. That's what I want. I reckon like it'd be really fun to do a boat campaign.
Oh yeah.
And then the idea would be, like in this example here, I'd put them on, they'd be on their boat, and it's like, hey, you're here, you're in this port, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Maybe they have a map that's like, this area's to the east, and it's a map of the actual island, but they have no idea really where that is, and so they just got to like strike out and work it out, right?
Yeah, that's cool, because you sort of give them the opportunity to then choose where they want to go, and you can just, based off of what they pick, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and like I could just sort of seed each island. It's like, oh, well, I know this region is, Dragonborn, and this region over here is like pirates, and this region over here is like some kind of Commonwealth-esque, thing going on. England versus France.
Yes.
And I was reading something that had a really cool idea. It was like, in this area, you could have, you have maybe like 7 major factions that all kind of agree, like, hey, there are no rules out on the sea, kind of, or they meet once every year or two for like the big pirate moot in some sort of No man's land or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
and then our intrepid heroes have to decide, like, do we side with one of these? Do we want to become like a
Yeah,
a
pick a
group in our own right?
faction.
Yes.
I love that. So I just finished The Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
That took me 3 years or 2.5 years to finish. So I was like, oh shit, what do I play now? Because when Brent's because Brent's now working from home, he's in the study, so I can't play games.
Yeah.
So I've been using my PS4. So I got he had Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah, there's
I don't know if you played that.
It's sort of
The
like
new
Fallout.
Bethesda one.
Yeah, it's not Bethesda, but it's very like
So
Bethesda.
not Bethesda. Yeah. The
Obsidian?
original creators of Fallout. New Vegas.
The
one
ones
of the
Vegas,
teams that had a hand in. Yeah. Anyway. But it's like that. It's like I've had to pick like a faction, and I fucked somebody over, and I didn't really want to mess them over, but it turns out I made the right choice. Like it, I love that.
Yeah.
I love fretting over a decision that might come back and haunt me, later on down the track.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I played that game a fair bit. I kind of like. I think I'm a bunch of hours into it and just need to kind of power through the end. But sometimes those games, I get like a bit of analysis paralysis where I'm like, oh, which faction do I want to do? I don't know. I'll just make no decision.
Yeah. It's really hard.
It's like I play games to escape, not to have responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. So I've just installed Sea of Thieves. Oh, yeah. I get to pick a pirate. Does it matter what your pirate looks like, or is it just purely cosmetic?
It's purely cosmetic. It's just for your body, what you look like, and then you unlock like different clothes as you like buy them and stuff. And everything you buy in the game is just all like that you can earn and unlock is purely cosmetic. So
okay, cool.
You never.
I
Get,
like the idea of
having
this grandma.
Oh yeah.
Muds, it's I got it on the Xbox Pass, so it's $1 to get the pass for the month, and then this is free on that pass. They got a bunch of games on it.
Are you streaming as well?
Yes, yeah. I tucked it on. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I'm thinking about doing a grandma, and like a badass grandma. She's got a bunch of scars. She's seen the world. She's got all the wisdom. Page down.
I mean...
Oh, it's got rid of them. Oh, shit.
Maybe I'll just steal the entire map from Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, do it. Okay, I don't like the look of any of them. I want the grandma back. Oh yes! There's this grandma. Okay, she's okay. I want this big beast. Now, hitboxes. Is that a thing in Sea of Thieves?
No, I think everyone is treated the same, so you can be a big old...
Okay.
Big old
I'm going to be a big old grandma. Select. Pirate selected. Oh, yeah. She's got a bung eye, missing teeth. Muds, men, hop on. We'll give it a crack.
We could play some Sea of Thieves if you want. I'll drop on.
Yeah, well, only when you're done with that. I'm just setting all this up now. Literally, I've just turned it on, so I'm just setting all up the game.
Yeah.
How are you, Muds, by the way? Fail. Maiden Voyage. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a tutorial for that. Or whether it's just...
No?
I don't know.
Just gonna change the audio settings because it is unbelievably loud. Okay, that's a bit better. Graphic settings. Mythical. Cursed. Common. Rare. I don't know what cursed means. That's fine.
It's probably
Let's see how we
crap, right?
I'll leave it as is. Everything else is set to mythical. because I guess it just defaults to what your computer can handle. But for some reason, particle. Nope. Yeah, Muds, give it a red hot crack. I mean, the download was like, I think it was like 60 gig. So we'll say. So have you got a different story dependent on? Oh, I like the rain on that one.
Yeah.
Have you got a different story dependent on where they choose? Like if they go to X place, are they gonna have to fight this person, or do you just wing it as they happen?
I think I will. So I have some basic ideas of. Here are some interesting kind of mini stories that I will want, and I'll probably just go like, oh, okay, and just lay them out, right? But I think maybe if it's going to be open world like that, then I probably need to have some kind of mechanism in place where I tell them like, oh, well, this area is pretty dangerous. Like, don't go there, right? And if they do, then that's on them, and they're going to fight, really randy pirates or something.
Yeah.
Or sea krakens and stuff. You need that part of the map that says here there be dragons.
Here be monsters. I had a spot like that on mine that was like, hold you. And I said that if they went there, nobody comes back. Like it's these myths. And thankfully they didn't go there, because in what I'd written down was if they went there, they would be teleported into the future with like a cyberpunk sort of setup. So completely revamped the game. I gave myself far too much work for that, but they never got there. So
yeah. I mean, well, who would be dumb enough to put time travel in their game?
Yeah, what a dumbass, hey.
The session with Paul and that the other night was quite good.
Oh yeah, was it good?
Yeah, I went without giving like specifics. There was this whole like describing a certain way of things, and so they had a certain idea of how, where they were in time and things like that. And actually, you know what? I'm just gonna spoil it. Because I'm very proud of it. So he woke up like all battered and bruised and whatnot in the Fae, and this Eladrin's kind of taking care of him, nursing him back to health. They've got this like bit of a relationship going on, and then he's like, "Look, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go find the lads."
Yeah.
Before he goes to this big celebration. Or he's like, "Oh, did you find any of my companions?" And she's like, "Oh, look, that there aren't many of your kind left. Like, mostly we just found dead bodies."
Yeah.
But who knows? We do have some other injured and things like that here. Maybe you'll run into them. And then there's this big sort of feast festival to celebrate the victory over Kavakaros. And he's like, "Yep, cool. Like, no worries. Thank you." Jumps up, natty 20 bard performance, singing about the fancy lads and how they defeated Kavakaros, and the Eladrin prince is like, "Yes, like we should all honor our allies, these humans who have sacrificed much to help us defeat Kavakaros." And so there's applause and stuff. Paul's fucking living it up. And I'm describing how there's a bunch of other injured humans and stuff there too, and they look war weary and whatnot. And then it's like Paul's like, "Fuck yeah, everyone's gonna learn about the fancy lads and how they defeated Kavakaros." And the prince is like, "We have just entered in with the human realm. This alliance is sealed by the fact that we have just constructed a giant pyramid to secure Kavakaros in for all time. His invasion was unsuccessful, and we can seal him away, so he won't be a threat to anyone." And Paul's just like, oh shit, we're in the past.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man, that's amazing. Holy
um,
shit.
yeah,
What was did Steve realize?
I think he did at that point. Yeah.
Oh right, okay,
He ended up in um, he ended up in Hammerfast,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
in one of the tombs of Hammerfast, and while he was there, he saw a young keg who didn't recognize him,
All right, yep, makes sense.
and just like the town, kind of part of the town blew up, um, and then he and what is it? Han was in the far flung future, similar to Gronk actually,
Yeah.
but instead of being rescued by Emma, he was rescued by Mara, and it was a
Oh,
little bit of a different scenario. But yeah, so very interesting,
very nice.
and I got some ideas from them about like the kind of little campaign stories we can do.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so good. Yeah.
I'm gonna open up your stream. Oh, you're digging. It's exciting.
Yeah. Man, I didn't realize the delay was that quick. That quick. Press hold Q. Oh my god.
Cool. I need Koa. Cool.
Yeah, just doing this little tutorial bit. Okay, so it's up here near the wreck. The key commands for this are different.
Oh yeah, they're a little bit different. What do you mean different from the tooltips?
No, just different in general. Just sort of like F to do this, U to do that. Just learning. Old sailor's chair. Okay, I've done it. Yeah, I really like the rain on that. Just the atmosphere it gives, and the music that you had on Tuesday was awesome.
Oh yeah, and the TARDIS sounds.
Yeah, don't get me started on the TARDIS. It made me so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I want to also set up a macro so that every time Keg uses his Gauntlet of the Duel Masters, we get the it's time to duel.
Duel. That's so good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like this. Obviously, like there's the regular kind of just like theater of the mind D&D kind of stuff, but I love what this tool can do in creating like challenges that are kind of outside the box, or like puzzles that are outside the box.
Yeah.
So my example before was even in Roll20, where we had the dynamic lighting, and Sean and Paul were in a maze, but they couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I think Paul was like, he could see a token just on the edge of his vision because he doesn't have dark vision, so it was very hard for him. And he's like, "Oh, is that you?" And like, Sean would be like, "Yeah, I think that's me." But Sean would have no idea. And
Yeah.
so Barnaby would walk up to it, going like, "Oh, cool. Well, let's get close." And he's like, "Oh no, wait, that's a big skeleton demon thing."
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
And similarly, like I'd love to have something where it's like you hear a sound when you get close to this area, and that encourages you to go, "Ooh, I better like investigate that sound."
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Well, you did that kind of with the fireplace, right?
Yeah.
I love this already. This game is so pretty.
Yeah, the water looks amazing and stuff.
Very, very nice. I really understand. I'm raising the anchor on a ship that is very, very much run aground. I don't see the point, but I've done it. Because why not? Where was the anchor? Hold the R, aim the cannon. Yep. Press that fire. Ooh, okay. No, F R. Boom. I feel like I should be shooting at this thing, no? Mud, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but let's figure it out together. Ooh, I've fallen. I've done a fall. Killed a chicken. I liked the idea of also, you know, do you want to find Mara now or do you want to find Mara then? I
Yeah.
liked that question. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, because that was the other one I had for Brent, right? So he's like, well, we need to go stop these orcs. Like, let's go stop the orc invasion. And it's kind
Yeah.
of like, mate, the orcs have already invaded.
Yeah, it's happened.
Like the guy that's in charge now is like the son of the guy who invaded, maybe, because it's so many years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
You know, if you go defeat them now, do you have to defeat them now and go back in time and defeat them again?
Then do it again.
But maybe
Great question.
But maybe it is like a trunk scenario, right? Where like you don't want to leave this timeline all fucked. This potential future. So you know how Trunks had to go back and kill the androids, or go back to the future.
Yeah, that's true.
Dutch Chicken.
For a drink of fresh spring water.
Some of these entries I made,
So
some of them.
Oh, I've fallen.
Some of them
It's
are
fine.
a module. Some of them I've sort of imported from the SRD and things like that. And there's a couple of modules that let you sort of import stuff from D&D Beyond. And some other importers that, you know, if you have XML files and I think like improved initiative and things like that, you can get sort of JSON files that you can import monsters. But yeah, so some of these I've already got, right? Like the Nothic, Spectator. I've imported a lot of stuff from Lost Mines. And then I'm creating a custom thing at the moment based on the Kotor. And it's kind of like an anglerfish monster that is going to blast light around it. So it's going to emit bright light in, I think I set it to like a 30, 15. Is that right? Dim. And these creatures can only see in the light that they cast. And also they can see in the light any other of them cast as well. So it becomes sort of a very sneaky kind of thing to get around them. Dylan, yeah, I'll update the D&D Beyond overlay to include your new character. If I remember how to
So
do
how
that.
many games you running now? You're running 3 games.
Three separate campaigns. I guess technically 4 games because we split one of the campaigns into 2 games. But honestly, I'm probably going to do that one weekly for me, but fortnightly for you guys.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's too much to do to prepare 4 separate games every week.
That's absolutely fair enough. I totally understand. Where is this key? For a fresh spring water, drink of spring water, it says. Do you remember this tutorial, Dan, at all?
Oh, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it? Oh. Shit. Does anyone in chat know where this key is? Because it's going to bother me if I leave the island and not get all of the stuff.
Dill, that should be updated now, mate. With the overlay, if you want to give it a check.
Says he climbed up for a drink, and on the way he must have lost it. Oh, that's nice.
Good stuff, man. So, Dill, you might be interested in this because I mean, it's going to affect your campaign, right?
Nah, fuck yeah.
But I'm thinking of doing like a C campaign. For 2 of my groups, actually, you're both going to probably exist in the same ocean world. And if I can just kind of seed things, it'll be up to you where you want to go as a group. But I think you guys are a lot further away from something like that, as we're still doing that tutorial. Should be doing it in here.
Take the key when I eventually find it. Going up. We need to find.
It's an
Oh,
NFG
there's a little
original.
bit of note there as well. You crouch? See?
I don't think you can crouch. There are.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think you can crouch, but there are like emotes that you can do, and one of them is like a tuck or like a crouch.
Ah, right.
But you can't
okay.
move while doing it. So. So these guys can.
Oh, I can't shoot that either. What? You reckon I could do a jump off here? Dun 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 dun! Oh, nothing but net. It's going slowly. Look, I'm learning very slowly on how to be a pirate.
Mhm.
I'm sure. Here we go. I'm sure other people have done this far better than I.
I don't know why this maybe I can assign token. So I want it to be like that. He's not a 200. Vision yellow. Yep, that's all.
The jumping puzzle thoughts? No, I've just got myself stuck. I don't really understand what I'm meant to be doing.
Oh yeah.
Rowboat chest. Sid go and talk to the pirate at the end, but that takes me away from this island, and there's a bunch of stuff on this island that I haven't fixed. Sorted. Ah. Brigantine. When you're ready to set sail. Yeah, I will. I will, but I just wanna. Oh. Man, I'm gonna die by the time I get to the end of this. Lost 3/4 of my health. But you know what? It's not a problem.
You're learning?
I'm learning.
Everything's a learning experience.
Everything is a learning experience. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm out on top of this beautiful mountain that I seem to have climbed.
Yeah,
I don't remember how to put. How do I hold stuff again? Forwards, backwards. Dun, dun, dun. Z. So drop X. Oh, that's cool. And a little brush. The ancient. Okay, just getting a little bit of color, a bit of flavor for the story. So there's some
That's good.
ancients that had a bunch of power and some sort of. Oh, maybe I can get to the top. Some sort of technology that I guess we don't have as pirates just yet. Can I get to the top? No. Let's try. Oh, I am gonna die, I think. Didn't want to let me get up there. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. So I mean, I don't have anything from the ancients just yet because it just started, but that's fine. I guess that's what I'm going to be searching for, some of their technology and not guns, because I'm actually, you know,
You're a bit anti
Beatrice is my character. Beatrice is a pacifist pirate.
Oh yeah.
She's learned the error of her ways and just decide now she's down for some sweet plundering that doesn't involve violence. Sit in rowboat. Okay. Sit in rowboat.
Oh, that's
Use
cute.
oars. All day.
That's so cute.
Ah, that's cool.
A Lockerfuff.
your boat. I love the water animation. It looks gorgeous.
And the players are going to come in here. Docs, configure. I've had a couple. Are they for after dinner? A little bit. Emma made cupcakes for everyone.
I think we should just leave. What do you reckon?
Emma made red velvet cupcakes for everyone, Alex. And by everyone, I just mean me and the stream, I guess. Anyone in the stream who wants a cupcake, just put your hands up.
I don't know if you can see this. My hands are up. Red velvet cupcakes are the bomb. Talk to this ghost. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, or should I find out where this key is?
That guy's going to be way too hard.
Oh.
What's up?
What?
Building the campaign for Monday. Or at least a part of it. They're going to have to try and escape on a boat. You know how it is. And I don't know whether it's because Alex is playing Sea of Thieves or because I want to play Sea of Thieves. I'm also considering just making the entire campaign a pirate campaign and all this kind of stuff.
Yes. Buccaneers. Okay. So nobody saw that. I didn't just Google where the key was. That is my gameplay style. It's very much a can I get ahead quicker sort of scenario. So it's under here, it says. Any. Am I going mad? Right, let's try not to drown and let's just alt tab. It's just next to the.
Are you done? Thank you, Emma.
Oh, found it.
I don't care how good your velvet cupcakes are. That's just rude.
What did she do?
She just had the tap on, just creating a bunch of white noise in the background, flooding my
Oh,
workspace.
Emma. I mean, I couldn't hear it, which is probably your NVIDIA stuff, right?
Ah, true. Yeah.
So you should be okay. Oh, found the key to the hold. There's a bunch of treasure here.
And for everyone at home, I am currently essentially reskinning Nesna the Black Spider. Whoops, we have to delete him again. Change his prototype token to Althanis the Kraken. Because the party of this campaign for the Monday night game is just coming off the back of exploring their way through Ashenport, which is sort of a city that's been under the sway of a Dagon cult. And the first night they were there for a like a marketplace festival. I think they might have shipwrecked there, but there were some other people there for this sort of market festival, and there was a big sort of tone throughout the evening, and a bunch of people got up and tried to hurl themselves into the ocean and drown themselves. Now heroes kind of thwarted that plan somewhat, and are now making their way, sort of killing the cult. You'll recognize this as Wave Echo Cave, just because I thought it was a really nice tie-in to the fact that they're below town or below this giant lighthouse. And I changed some of the stuff, like in here, there was a, when we were running this game on Roll20, they had a, instead of the furnace or the bellows, the way they used to, heat magic items or whatever, it was sort of a mini lighthouse with an eye on it that was sort of casting this glow that they ended up stabbing. And they're going to go through here, hopefully eventually, after they defeat the big bad, try and maybe make their way out here to, or maybe there'll be some door here, I don't know, I'll work it out. That leads to a the docks, which you just saw in the other map. So instead of sort of like regular cultists and the spiders, the Alphanus the Kraken has giant octopuses, because of course he does. And they are also going to start invisible like the spiders, though, because I think that's the encounter design I think was fine in here. I just am theming it fishy instead of spidery.
My beautiful girlfriend is watching the stream.
Oh, hey Lucy.
Because she loves the sound of my voice.
You mean she's watching my stream?
Sorry, she's watching Dan's stream. Am I allowed to have your stream up at the same time?
What do you mean? Like, well, you can watch it, or yeah.
Like, can I have Twitch as like on the other side of the screen and just have you there as well?
So you're just watching me? Well, then you just become a reaction stream, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that. Well, no, I meant like, and I guess this is windowed. I wouldn't have. It's fine. It's okay. I don't know what I was asking.
I mean, I had your
shout
stream
out.
open, I was just watching you.
Oh.
I should get in your chat though. Say hi to Lucy. I don't actually want to talk to you.
Little shout out to Lucy. Yeah, she's here, living life. I hope you're having a cracking evening.
What time is it over
Hope
there?
you sleep well. It must be. They're 9 hours behind, so it must be like. I don't know how time works. It's like 2 in the morning.
Oof.
Well, it's about midnight, I think. Press F on a length of rope at the back of the ship. On a sail length rope at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
This?
So,
This.
look to the side. See how there's the pulley one, and then there's the sail length. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Okay, all right. My mast snapped.
Oh, that's a bit.
That
silly.
doesn't seem. That doesn't seem safe.
Might go
OH
around with
Nest would
snap
have a
mast.
field day with this. Okay. Find wood from the wood barrel below deck. Can do that. Are you a wood barrel? No. Got an ammo chest. I keep saying I for some reason. Wood barrel.
Please excuse my eating stream. This is really good, these cupcakes.
5 a.m. Oh, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. Sorry, Luce. Repair the. Oh, I've got to repair the mast. Good shout. Oh, check out my repair job. Just bang a fucking plank on it. It's fine.
Let's
That's
chuck
insane.
So we'll chuck a door here using the handy dandy door tool. So they'll see this and go, "Ah, there's a door. Let's go through the door after we've killed the big bad guy, or before. Maybe they'll sneak in this way. I don't know. And let's test this out, shall we? So here's our boy Ink. He's got some of that good dark vision. He'll be in here going like, "Ooh, let me check out this door." Boom. I say, you find a cool corridor heading out to sort of the docks, and then we go to the docks. And here they are down here, and they see that, oh, what's going on? So we got Ink, Bo, and Imartine. Now I should change their default tokens, right? Always HP.
And let me leave.
So I keep muting you and me, Alex, when I go to talk to my chat.
Oh, you're all good, man. I was trying to figure out how to do that before, so that I'm not continuously coming through to your chat, because that's not fair.
Yeah, I got some basic keybinds.
I'm piloting a ship. I am the captain now. This is a great day. This is a great day to be alive. Oh, that's a big wave. Basically, just don't hit. So that's... Look at this. We are sailing. Look, we're leaving the waves are getting pretty choppy. Look how beautiful it is, though.
The other thing you can do next time you crash and or die is check out
Yeah.
on the stream, because I'm streaming to the D&D channel or the D&D category. I've got a D&D Beyond overlay. I'm not sure if you've seen that.
Oh no.
So it shows the game that I D&D for on Thursdays live on Twitch. It's got all their characters. It's like linked to their D&D Beyond characters. So you can like click them and see their character sheets.
That's cool. So where's that? That's on Twitch, is it?
Yeah. So if you open up the stream and just mouse over the video, it should like pop out with this D&D Beyond thing.
Oh yeah, a little interactive overlay.
It's a fancy little thing.
That's cool. I think I found one of those for COD, because I was like, oh, I'm about to hit it. Iceberg. I'm about to Titanic this bitch. Okay. Everything's fine. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dear. Oh, that was a close call. Oh my good Christ. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, the music's getting hectic. Oh, what is that? I don't want any part of that.
Are you going up against big megalodons or
There was
whatever?
a big boy. Oh boy. Tell me I don't have to fight that thing. That thing is the size of my ship. Where is he? Oh. Please no. Do I have to shoot it with a harpoon or something?
I think you shoot it with your cannons, but it's probably going to be pretty tough on your own. So just try and get out of there.
Alright, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. Just try not to hit anything. This is I need a lackey to do all this for me. Oh. Would I have gotten an achievement for shooting that with the harper?
Oh, achievements is most important. That's the most important thing you got to do.
100%. Get a cannonball from the what? From the okay, down. Oh, on deck. These.
So here in this room, we're going to have a basalt altar as all good, Sunless Sea-esque kind of things. Basalt or brine, something briny. So destroy the basalt shrine, ends the storm. So they're trapped in the city because of the storm. We're probably going to need a map of Ashenport, the town. Where is my Ashenport map? this one. Oh no, that's not what I want. Although that is cool. I think that's going to be... the overview of the game, actually. Let's make that the... the game picture, because that just sets the tone. Fish guts, edit world. Still cruising along on your ship?
Yeah, I mean, I've just had an out-of-body experience, and I'm currently floating above the ocean. It's giving me a little, it's a little skull cloud in the sky. Give me a little overlay. I think the proper intro. Right, while that's introing, I'm just gonna grab my bottle of water. I'll be back.
Yeah. Here we go, Ashen Port untagged. This is what we want. Let's go configure. My asset library. Yep, sun scenes.
Okay. Order of gold. Okay, this is a bunch of different factions. Prepare to fly the flag for your chosen company. So Christian apparently has played a lot of Sea of Thieves, and he said he'd teach me.
Uh, 8221227. 8221227. Boom. There we go. Look at this nice little town map.
Ah, beautiful. Oh. Okay. Yes, I'm all about the booty. I want this. Can I please play my GT is Pork Top 433? Corrado, of course, man. Not a problem. Speak to the gold hoarder in the tent to purchase a voyage. Okay. Your gamer tag. What do I do to add you, Corrado?
I gotta add him in the Microsoft thing, I think.
Right. Okay, hold on.
There's a Microsoft friend.
Got a Microsoft friend. I don't know how to do that. Twitch. I think I closed off my. Hold on, let me get rid of this. I definitely didn't Google where everything was. Microsoft. What is it? Microsoft. I don't want the game bar. Store Edge? I don't know how to add you, my friend. Xbox app. Let's figure this out together. Xbox app. The game bar? The companion? Hmm. Console companion smart glass. This? Just that. I'll put this on the other side. I'll get back
I think
to
if
this.
you're in the game, you can like Windows key G or something, right? Like or Windows key X to open up like the like how you do Shift Tab
Oh,
for
that's not
Steam.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. Inventory. Weapon, quest book, rowboat, item shortcuts. Chat, HUD. No. Accessibility. Okay, my Xbox app has just opened. Friends and clubs. Here we go. Alright. Download the app. Xbox app. Surely I already have that, no? Find clubs or people. Alright. What's your name, Corito? Porkchop433. Cracking name. Porkchop4.
All right. So what they were up to last session? They had just defeated the pirate captain in here, the ghost pirate, and the spectator. Or they kind of got them to face off against each other, and had stolen some stuff for their troubles. Where else were they up to? Ah, they had their little ochre jelly friend. Jelly? I think it was here eating just like a bunch of the corpses they had left behind. So we'll keep that there. Literate ochre jelly. Okay. Thank you, Token Mold, for coming up with random adjectives to describe these tokens. And then if they're going to explore the rest of it, there's going to be fungus in here. Here we're going to have a bunch of skeletons. Skell. What's the difference between these guys? 2d8 plus 4. 2d8 plus 4. Why do I have two different skeletons in my thing? Surely that's just rude. Maybe I can deduplicate. Yeah. There we go. How many skeletons are we meant to have in here? A bunch. Seven skeletons. We want some sturges. I believe they are invisible though. My party never came this way, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's make them invisible. Same thing with the skeletons. They won't see them as soon as they open the door. And we'll put a couple of cultists in here, as this is where they've been hanging out, worshipping untapped cultists. Yeah, worshipping Dagon and doing all sorts of naughty things. And have we done all the lighting? I think so. That's good. There could be a light in here. Cool. Alright, I think we're done with this area. Let's think. Close that door. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. They're going to come in here. They're going to fight this giant two giant octopuses. Octopi? Did you work out how to connect with them, Alex? By jumping in your own Discord with them. Cool. So if they get in their party boat. Let's find a boat token. HP formula is not set for my party boat. Hit points. Would be considered a sailing ship they're getting? Probably, right? 300 long ship. Yeah, I think sailing ship just sounds cooler. Warship's a bit much. Galley? No. Okay, party boat is going to have 300. I'll probably... what is all these? 15? We'll say it's not like a super cool boat. It'll leave them room to upgrade. So it's gonna have maybe like a 12 armor class, 150 speed. It says 5 miles per hour, 120 miles per day. Okay. If anyone knows about boats in the chat, I would love to know more about boats all of a sudden, because this thing's saying like boats would hit 12 miles per hour. 10 at least, I think. Is that working out? So 120 miles per hour, 5 times 24. Yeah, so it's giving us a 24. Like, so you're non-stop traveling, right? Because the wind hopefully doesn't stop blowing. Let's just go like a nice round 10 miles per hour. Which makes no sense to me in kilometer land, but whatever. Sailing ship speed. 5 to 8 knots, okay. Maybe we just say 5 knots. But slow compared to sloops. Maybe instead of miles per hour, we call it knots. Boop. Done. Sailing. I don't know what all this stuff is. Cargo capacity, we got like 100, sure. Sailing ship. Creature capacity, 30 crew. This is going to be a smaller sloop, so maybe it's got like a 10 kind of crew. So it's going to be dexterous, right? It's going to be dexterous out the wazoo. Let's see. Ah, Tribality's got some cool stuff here. Let's call it a sloop. Strength 18. Armor class 15. Okay. Hit points 250. Damage threshold 15. Features, no, we don't do any of that. Okay. Capacity. Okay, yeah, so this is nice. It's a little bit smaller. So 20 crew. 10 passengers. Cargo capacity 50 tons. Travel pace 6 miles per hour. They've got here. Sure. Okay, there's some stuff here about cannons and features you can put on one of these boats. That's nice. And then I guess I'll need to have a map of like a boat for boat on boat combat map. Right, whereas this is obviously just the overland maps, like how they're getting around. Can I create? Well, I mean, I'm sure I can, but will it look any good? Creating my own incarnate. 720 by 720. Okay, select. That's probably fine. Grid size 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Cool. And then I might just go to the assets tool and upload the floor below. No, I don't like that. Cool. All right, we're still here. So what's going to be up on this roof? Probably... the Fort Qualent Soldiers Kraken Priest? Oh, I mean, surely that's way too fucking tough for them. Maybe if they're level 4? Let's have a look what that's going to look like. Oof. Yeah, an unsightly Kraken Priest at that. I guess the thing is, he'll be... kind of on his own, right? He can fill up this entire area with tentacles. Call Lightning's probably 3d10. It would completely obliterate like a level 3 or 4 character. I can scale him down. I think he's got 285. Priestess. Oral Smasher. Maybe I just give him this thing, right? Riptide Priest. And this is human, but this would kind of work. So I give the Riptide Priest this token, prototype token. Assign token. Is that how that works? Kraken Priest, okay. So if I was to bust out a Riptide Priest. Okay, this works. An enduring, unsightly Kraken Priest. Gotcha. Let's change this to just Kraken Priest. Represented Riptide Priest. He's got to have Dark Vision for days. Oh shit, have I just given him all the same? Maybe I fucked that up. You know, I'm just gonna take the Kraken piece, but scale him down. So let's create a duplicate. Kraken. We'll just call him Kraken Cleric. Let's get rid of Call Lightning because that's. Oh, I don't love that. Black Tentacles, maybe 3d6 bludgeoning, dexterity throw. Let's voice the Kraken. Yeah, the frighten that's kind of cool. Thunderous Touch, 1d20 plus 5, 5d10. Yeah, that's not going to be. We're not going to do that. Let's just scale down what this guy can do. One d10 sounds cool. I'm just going to scale this guy right back. I want him to be able to do damage, but not incredible amounts of damage. We'll give him a. And the tentacle stuff obviously works really well. 3d6. I mean, that's probably like 3 damage, right? Minimum. Ceiling's what? 18? I think that's fine. Yes, we got our Kraken Cleric. And he's gonna have. I already gave him this, but there we go. He can see everything, and he's got one of these guys with him as well. Maybe. Oh yeah, let's turn down his health. It's a little bit haphazard, but I think it works. Trains going off in the background. Now the sanguine, or the sarguine. Floral smasher. And then I want some sort of eyeball token. I think I have a token folder I can look into here. Nope. Actually, Dylan, if you're still here, you sent me all those tokens, right? Or like a link to a bunch of them. How far back in our conversation was that? Oh, yeah, found it. Okay. Oh, these are all incredibly good looking. However, not exactly what I'm after. I want a giant eyeball. I mean, I guess I could just draw like a white circle. It wouldn't quite be the same. Import avatar scene. Make it tokens directory. All right. Cool. So here we've got. They're going to destroy the shrine, which is going to stop the storm. There's still going to be sort of a secondary priest up here in the town, which is sort of a lighthouse above the church, and then the wave cave is sort of below that, and they've been kind of making their way up here. So they'll be able to get the boat, maybe come back here to the docks, and load everyone up on it and bail. By the way, I'm using Foundry Virtual Tabletop if you think it's interesting. I'm just going to post a link to it in the chat. It's $50 up front. Go check it out. There's no affiliate link or anything like that, but I've been using it for a week now, and already I'm loving it more than Roll20. I can just do very interesting things like this, like these rain effects, and the lighting effects seem really interesting. Let's consider our factions for the pirate law. Let's create some general notes, shall we? So they're going to be privateer factions. And what are we going to have? I mean, if you're hanging out here in chat, I'd love some ideas. I want to have maybe, I mean, 7's a good number without going too crazy. It's like, but should it be even smaller? Maybe just like 5 major factions, or even we could go less ambitious and go 3, and then have like a second set. So let's go 3 main seafaring area as a number of factions. And yeah, so we're going to have 3 major factions to start with. Maybe we'll get to 7, 3 major, 4 minor, something like that. I love Legend of the Five Rings, right? So could we do something like that? Let's pull them up as a kind of template. So 3 major factions. And these are kind of considered like the big players, I guess, right? and they've got to embody maybe like 2 noble houses or like 2 nobility kind of style of people. I'm thinking like English, French, Spanish, right? As the kind of like colonial powers. We can riff around with it from there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, I like the idea of L5R. They have 7. They have 7 clans. So we've got the got some kind of baron. Let's make this full screen. Let's get rid of my notepad. Okay. What are the main sort of avenues? So what are like the key stereotypes we want for a piratey kind of campaign? Similar to how other games do, you know, there's got to be one that's got like they've got the best warships. They're considered like the war or the naval strength, right? Essentially, like they have an actual navy, and that are a force to be reckoned with. So this could be the Baron. Let's count them down. And I guess we go real simple and just go split them by what we would consider like racial lines. So the Baron, biggest navy, strong power, through force, big ships. Oh yeah, this is cool. And then we've got the I want one to be like the merchant people, and then there'll be each of them have privateers, right? Which is what the players can kind of join as a privateer, or sort of come under that faction. And as long as they're not sort of caught actually doing piracy, then it's probably okay. 7th will be the so unorganized pirates, maybe. Merchant guilds. I should really look into. Matt Colville has a great video on this. For his homebrew, he's done a lot of this kind of stuff. So yeah, because he has his city of capital, and that's broken into districts, and I want to do the similar kind of thing, but with the open ocean. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for, I think. Noble houses, guilds, and okay, so yeah, he's got 3 main factions, and then within each faction is a number of smaller factions. And you know what? We should definitely be giving them colors because that makes a lot of sense. Merchant skill. We're not all going to be part of one like city, so it's going to be like on a bigger scale. But each faction should have its own sort of color scheme, right? I like the idea of the red ship, like the red ship raiders. And I just like the idea of like the Red Baron kind of thing. Red Ship Raiders, which I'm stealing from Assassin's Apprentice. Raiders. Also, the L5R has the Lion House, right? Which is kind of this strong force. Okay. The merchants and traders alliance. This is going to be your yellow or gold. So these are the people who are working together to make sure that there's plenty of trade and money flowing between all the different areas. Maybe some sort of blue, or I mean, we could make it gem colors, but I don't think we probably need to. I was thinking like citrine, ruby, azure. But let's get some basic colors in first. Yeah, I prefer my chat over this side. I'll pull this out, make this full screen. There we go. I like this. The Baron, mostly human, biggest navy, strong power through force. This is going to be sort of the does merchants and traders really work though? I think traders would probably be independent, right? Especially if I want to go Pacific Island style. So the biggest force would be Baron, based in Oz. We'll put based in the biggest landmass. Has multiple large port cities. You gotta have the red, yellow, blue. Let's look at my map. So in this world, you'd have potentially like the red faction here. Let's have the yellow faction is New Zealand. And they're more, instead of being sort of a military dictatorship or whatnot, they are, let's keep it super simple, right? Like they're based around what are the civ techs? You know, like there's military victory, technology victory, religion victory. So their whole thing can be about magic. They're ruled by a council. Council of, we'll come up with names later because I'm terrible at names, unless I can get some names from chat. Cool council name. So they are I guess it's like kind of a democracy, because that's always nice. With a focus on trade. So then we still got like the trading merchant kind of thing. And this is going to be, I guess, in order of biggest to smallest in terms of like their power. And we'll have like a religion. So this is going to be a church kind of thing. Worship of the sea deity. Um, which is the sea deity? Communes and has connections with, or maybe they are religious, but they're not run by a church. They are sort of the aquatic elves slash tritons, and they have a couple of small, well, not small, but they have a bunch of territory that everyone kind of agrees is theirs because they've got an underwater presence. And then they're friendly enough that they would have was it webbed fingers in many pies. And it makes sense that they're blue because they're just going to be blue cruising around. We got green, purple. I mean, the purple is obviously the unorganized pirates. Well, they have no real banners. Purple is Twitch chat. Council of the Light. And they call themselves that. They're bringing, but really, it's all about trade. I like. It's just sort of you think, oh, Council of the Light. There must be this religious organization. Everywhere's kind of religious, I would say. got to be a magic. I'm gonna make them orange. Sort of like a Mages Guild, or like a magic-based group of islands. And that, like, they've kind of used, they don't have like well, they have incredible ships, maybe less of them and less land, but they use a lot of their technology. They're the tech civ, right? But in this case, it's magic. I'd love to put Octarine, but that's what I'm going to think of it like that. Orange of magic. Smaller in land size than the bigger factions. As usually has smaller ships, though magically enhanced with wizardry, to be faster, more resilient, vulnerable to being overrun or outlasted if spells fail. Maybe that's gonna be purple because they're gonna be all about like lightning magic and stuff like that. So any kind of like storm clerics, they can have like storm clerics and evocation wizards and things like that. And then we want maybe like a faction of islands that have kind of grown together. This will be our orange. Like the League of Badass, but you know, not quite that. Sort of an alliance. Like a Pacific alliance or something like that. Why do we call it the Pacific? What's the etymology of that? Pacific etymology? Mid-16th century, from French pacifique or Latin pacificus, peacemaking. Ah, cool. So like peacemaking alliance would make sense from like a Pacific alliance. Assuming that these worlds have the same etymology, whatever. Pacific Alliance. I'm just going to copy that etymology just because I think it's really cool. I don't think... from Pax. So the Pax Alliance or Pan-Ax. So I mean, the Acquisitions Incorporated already have the Pan-Axonomer. Pan is everything. Okay, so the Pan Alliance wouldn't be like that'd be like the Everything Alliance, Pan Pacific. It'd be the All Peaceful Alliance, maybe? Mixing like French and Greek there. So Pan meaning all or of everything, involving all members of a group. So Pan Pacific would be All Peacemaking Alliance. What do we think about that? Making this group of small nations, small island nations, have formed a coalition to support each other. Amidst the encroaching threat of the Baron's Navy. So I'm visualizing in my head like we've got like the big thing, we've got the yellow one, sort of like the New Zealand-esque. Where's Oceanic Islands map. Maybe I just make an oceanic thing in hexographer as a way to start. I see someone's made the US in hexographer, which is kind of cool. I just really like the idea of an Aussie-ish D&D campaign. Even when people have made world maps, they've covered in everything except for Australia. And they definitely leave New Zealand out for sure. Alright. Many islands. what's this gonna look like? Let's. Run terrain wizard. So is my ocean. Can add map items. Cool. Terrain. Alright, so that's the basic. Can I get a better brush? Maybe not in the non-pro version. Edit, no, no. Convert underlay map. You must have an image to trace under this map. Save this map if necessary and close it then back on the screen. Okay, so we can import a map to trace. Basically, solid color. Okay, this is not really doing what I wanted to yet. Okay. What's up? Okay. So this is going to be like maybe they're going to be between. So this is going to be like micro. But I'll probably put them like between the main factions of red and blue, with yellow off to the side. So it's like they're sort of in between, and you got the sort of the bigger things around the edge, and then lots of smaller islands in the middle. Look, we're gonna start with 5. 6 is. Maybe 6 would be a faction that's actually far away. They've got like maybe like 1 foothold, and they've got a parent, like Spain, for example, right? Where it's like they're doing stuff here, but their main strength is elsewhere. But they're starting to move in. What's a good color for that? So I like the idea then of these sort of the aquatic race. They've got a bunch of islands, and this is kind of the whoa. Thank you. Oh, look at this. It's exciting. Spider? Oh, Deadpool, Spider-Man. Balloon and oh, we got to Dan. Hope you had a happy ISO birthday from the sisters. Oh, a giant bottle of Canadian Club. Guess what we're doing tonight? Oh, it's going straight onto the booze tray. It's going straight to the pool room. I have to get maybe some ginger beer, some ginger ale. I'm probably going to wrap up soon, and we'll get ready for tonight. Cool. All right, this is a really good start. If you're still here, thank you very much for watching and tuning in. Save this entry so I don't lose it. I'm gonna come up with some more faction stuff for my High Seas campaign. Maybe I'll bore Emma to death with it till she'll throw me in the brink. And yeah, let's see who else is online at the moment, and we can maybe pop in and say hi to someone. If you've enjoyed hanging out, just like chatting D&D stuff, I know a couple of you in the chat before, some Foundry VTT fans. Please hit follow or go visit the website. There's links over in the left-hand side for non-fiction gaming, where I write D&D guides. We just had a recent one that was a sorcerer guide. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's sorcery, and I think it came out pretty well. We got a third party wrote that for us, and we're slowly ticking our way down the guides list. let's go watch our good friend Dylan. He's playing Sea of Thieves. It's more nautical themed stuff, and we'll see if we can give him a bit of a boost, shall we? All right, let's cruise in.
Fired back.
Yeah, no shit, because you fired at it.
Danny boy, thank you very much for the 6-person raid. How was your stream? Yeah, it fired back a little bit and then was just like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Yeah, but it didn't do any damage.